That was crazy. That was crazy.
Okay, folks, we are
Live.
Yes, we are.
We are in full effect, baby.
Indeed. All right, let's make sure that you all
Yep.
All right, there's the
you
alarm,
all
folks.
see us
Eight-
there.
No.
It's 8:19.
You got
It's
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right,
My bad.
everybody. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. And what a pleasure it is to be coming to you live once again on what's been really a beautiful week here in Washington, D.C.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Dad, I got my man Matt, of course, in the house.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
Matt. Welcome, Alonzo.
It's been a few Wednesdays for me.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah. So you are back in the house and gracious enough to have kind of created the foundation for the Whiskey Wednesday with the rare character bottlings, which is super cool. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And
I
then
get lucky. I got good friends in good places, and they happen to look out for close to some MSRP around here. these
Yeah, all
days,
right,
so.
all right. Absolutely. Well, that's certainly going to be a treat to taste those rare characters. Of course, they are high proof productions. But we had to kind of start the show off with some things that aren't quite as high of proof, right?
Right.
Some things that we haven't tasted in a little while and that we'll just revisit.
Also, new production though as well.
Yeah.
This released probably within the last 60 days, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So fairly new production.
Okay, that one is. Absolutely. Well, we're going to definitely be getting into those. But first, I must say that, it'll be fun just to start things off, reminding everybody that we have a little special page on our website.
Absolutely.
Yep. And that is the countdown page,
How's
right?
the countdown page going?
Hey, it's going all right, man. People are finding it, right? And going on and grabbing things off the countdown page, which is super cool. We're loving that everyone's finding it and purchasing some things. But, we got to remind everyone every once in a while that it is live. So if you go to chatsdc.com/countdown, you'll see that we've compiled a list of products. There's 3 categories right now: a $10 category, a $5 category, and a $1 category. Well, you mix, I'm so sorry, we have products there that every week they will increase as far as the savings go. So if we're looking at the $10 category right now, you'll see an Elmer T. Lee in that category. It's regularly $3.99. Well, it's $40 off this week, folks. Next week, if it's still hanging around, it'll be $50.
But it won't be there forever though.
There you go. Absolutely, it won't. As well, Penelope Rio, folks. We were able to get our hands on a little bit more Penelope Rio. Well, it is week 3 for the Penelope Rio. It is in the $10 category. So we're talking about $30 off of the regular price point. You'll see the Bacta 2014 Armagnac Cask Finished Bourbon Whiskey up there as well. So there's some fun to be had, some savings to be had as well. So check it on out. There's a $5 discount scheme. We have, some Foursquare 2010 single blended rum. That is a $10 savings this week. You'll also see Canalicchio de Sopra, one of my favorite Brunello de Montalcinos, their Reserva 179. That is $15 off this week. Some $1 productions. I think, Matt, you made mention of one of these products on here. The Rocktown. How about
Rocktown.
Yeah, shout out Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rocktown vodka is $10.99 this week.
$10.99 this week.
$4 off.
I don't even drink vodka, and I'm about to start buying some just because it's such a good deal.
Yes,
Hey, it's
good
lemon
deal.
drop season though.
Absolutely. So many different things. What,
It's
Cosmopolitan?
Cosmopolitan.
Right?
High proof whiskey season as well.
Absolutely. Well, it's
Espresso martini, vodka is vodka season.
always
Get you some
hot.
Rocktown.
Right? Indeed. Well, folks, check it on out and grab your bottles. It
Tim's
is
here, y'all.
online only, okay? So don't come in the shop expecting those same deals. It's online only. So you are finding out about it because you follow or are follow us or watching this video. It's not something that we are even marketing yet here in store. So the idea is to purchase online before someone else does, and grab your bottles, right? And gosh, because I always,
The longer you wait,
yeah, absolutely,
the sweeter the
the
deal.
deal, but wait too long,
and it might be gone.
and it might be gone. All right, there you go. I can never remember that little slogan, but
Yeah,
Matt
I
always does. He
Yeah,
has.
we're gonna-
Must be 21 to purchase, no refunds, all sales final.
We're gonna take
That's-
that. We're gonna tape it on the table.
For
We
sir.
won't forget it. We tape it right there.
I don't forget. I learned it week 1. Because I take this serious. It's
He
not a
did.
game.
Wow, folks. You hear that?
You certainly did, and that's super dope. But yeah, let's get
We're starting with
get
this
started.
Penelope. I say Penelope. Pendleton. Pendleton 10-year bourbon.
Indeed.
New
What's the-
release.
yeah, give us some of the information on that.
Ooh, this
Wow.
is 90 proof. Look at that. I'm no longer in the 80 range, Maddie. Longer. Bare minimum these days is 90.
Been out of that range for quite a little while now, right?
I reinvented the being out of the 80 range. Fellas, are you with us with this production?
So yeah, this is some of you may be familiar with Pendleton. They offer they're known for being like an affordably priced product, but when it comes to age, maybe sometimes quality of the whiskey for whiskey enthusiasts, it's not typically a household name for them or a go-to brand, but they're kind of trying to change that. Beforehand, we were talking about where they also did a 12-year rye.
12-year ride. And
Recently
they do a lot
in-
of, I think some of the other releases were Canadian releases.
Yeah, they're mostly
Canadian whiskeys.
Canadian.
Right.
So,
Well, let me.
Oh.
Go for it.
no, you got it.
Let me just give a little bit of background information on Pendleton 1910 is called. Pendleton 1910 Bourbon honors the inaugural year of the legendary Pendleton Roundup, a century-old rodeo that celebrates the rugged spirit of the American West. You know about that?
So yeah, it's super big in Montana.
Okay.
Pendleton is, no one drinks Jack Daniels out there. They drink
They drink Pendleton.
basic Pendleton.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink that.
That's it. This premium 90 proof straight American bourbon is crafted to reflect the hard work, character, and tenacity that define the Western lifestyle. Aged for a decade in white American oak barrels, Pendleton 1910 bourbon offers a robust and complex flavor profile. Notes of caramel, vanilla, rye spice dance on the palate, leading to a lingering finish that's as satisfying as it is memorable.
Rodeos on there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, folks, this is a 10-year-old production. We are talking about number 3 charred white American oak barrel. It's a blend of both high and low rye mash bills, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Distilled in
And
Indiana.
glacier-fed spring water from Oregon's Mount Hood. So, a spring water, that's a glacial run. I'm sure all those minerals that it picks up as well is interesting. Kind of in maybe how this will taste and maybe the pH that it has.
Yeah.
What else was that had? It had like Snow Peak, run.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit different. The
10 cup.
Frontier, yeah.
Tin Cup
the
and
14er.
Strainahan.
The 14er.
Strainahan
yeah.
too is from up there.
And
Colorado
Bozeman
one.
Spirits.
And Bozeman Spirits. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into it, fellas. And hey, happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
We're all back together.
To
Been a minute.
you gents as well that you don't see on camera. We got a crew in here, some friends that came by,
With some good
old and new,
barbecue chicken.
or
Straight off
old
the
and
grill.
young. No, kidding.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh wow, there's a freshness to this that's really nice.
Yeah, so I
Clean.
think this, you're talking 10-year-old MGP, which you can't really go wrong with.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the only thing about it is that 90 proof. Wish it was a little higher, wish it was 100 or more, but
I don't know. I think this is biting at 100 though.
it might be, but
Well, aromatically, there's a nice sweetness,
Definitely.
but there is just maybe a little bit of alcohol, maybe a little bit of acetone, like the acetate alcohol. but it's kind of appealing aromatically for
corn
me.
with, like, some
Yeah, the
candy
corn sweetness
sweetness.
comes forth. The spices are starting to open up a little bit. There's a little bit of orange citrus.
Yeah. Some citrus notes for sure.
Mm-hmm. Maybe even like a little fuzzy peach like note.
Ooh, fuzzy peach.
Little peach cobbler essence.
I'm a little
with
ahead
the
of
cinnamon
y'all.
that's starting to come in.
I'm a little ahead of y'all, but definitely on the palate, some zest, citrus zest, a little bit of maybe a bitter in there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I really go like quite red fruit or no dark fruit here, nothing.
No, it's definitely like lemon, orange, get a little bit of caramel coming through there, a little light caramelized note. I feel like that little bit of ethanol you get on the nose doesn't show through much on the palate. I feel like on the palate, it drinks like a 90 proofer, where on the nose it maybe leans more like 100 or something on the nose.
I
But
feel like this is drinking pretty hot.
okay, take it
I don't
back
know,
down to
and-
80.
Yeah, take it back down to 80, right?
No, I
Nah,
just
we're
think
gonna
this
take
is
you-
drinking hotter than
Take you
90.
way up before we take you down.
Way up to 133.
Good God.
Come on, fellas. Let's say, man. Come on, professional, man. Professional.
You what?
Professional.
Yeah.
I see the. I like.
To the
I mean, I like the oils on it though.
Oh yeah, the
There's some
legs.
viscosity, I guess. I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see lemon though. I didn't at first, but stepping away from the glass and coming back to the glass, there's definitely some lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get you some fresh. You washing dishes, you get the joy, and it's made with lemon. And you washing dishes, you get that bright lemon.
Oh, like a little bit of
Lemon-
pine salt
lemon joy,
action
huh?
going.
Nah, not quite pine salt, but really like lemon, bright lemon, like Mr. Clean lemon.
Okay. Like that. Fresh, clean, bright.
Clean, yeah.
Keep on talking.
Okay.
Fresh laundry in a good way.
Keep talking.
This is
Fresh
bright, clean.
laundry in a good way.
Absolutely. Well, what do you think? You mentioned the viscosity of it, the legs and everything. Do you think there's enough there to really carry the flavors? Or are you saying that everything is a little bit lighter, a little fresher, higher tone? Which I don't think is it just is what it is. It's not necessarily a good or bad thing. It's just how this
There is a
delivers
finish
its
to
flavor
this.
profile.
I don't know. Could I say I don't think it's in balance enough for me?
Okay.
I think the spirit note is the amount of time that the spirit note comes through hot for me versus the time the flavors sit on the palate and are enjoyable for me. I think it's a little bit out of balance. It's good, but a little out of balance.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I think though
Like, I don't have,
one of the main things to remember is that it's a very budget friendly option, and one of the most budget friendly options to get a double digit age statement
that is true.
out of a bourbon.
I don't have nothing like, we're here giving our opinions. I have nothing bad to say about it.
Sure.
Like, it's all around, like you said, for the price point, the age statement. You cannot go wrong.
Yeah, and it's something that I'm seeing kind of out there in the marketplace for, I would say, under $60, so maybe in the 50, 60 range, right?
Yeah.
You'll see that.
I can't
And
say
for a
every
10-year-old product
A
that
10-year
is
bourbon?
on the shelf, that's not bad at all.
every sip is changing though. So that
Your palate's adjusting, yeah.
is adjusting to this per se production. Coming through a little less hot. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
Um,
good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mellowing out. Actually, my third sip is way different from my second or third sip. So letting it breathe, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let them.
We've only opened this bottle one time. This is probably the second time it's been open. I can see it breathing more, being an amazing production.
All right, well, you ready to go ahead and give it a rating, Zoe, starting with you?
As we talked about Jack Daniels and price point, production, age statement.
No comparing.
No, I'm saying you said
Contract.
in Montana,
Just go.
like they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
drink too much.
Like
Jack
this,
Daniels,
their
they drink
mixer
this.
is Pendleton, but not
Oh,
10
gotcha.
year,
Okay.
not 10 year,
Well,
but Pendleton.
where I'm going with that is,
I'm just clarifying for the people at home.
Indeed.
They're not.
I'll sit this at a 6.25. My everyday sipper.
6.25.
My everyday sipper.
All right. How about you, Matt?
I go 6.75. I bump it up a little.
I mean, I started to feel like as these years go on, like you guys just out here to make me look bad.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm a harder critique. I don't understand here.
Well, I'll follow that up with a 7 out of 10 from Bernie.
I would no longer rate first.
So,
Just saying, if we were trying to
For
do it, we'd be pretty
Pendleton.
good at it.
their 1910 10-year-old straight bourbon whiskey at 90 proof, folks. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Matt 7.5, and Alonzo gives it a lowly 6.25.
Listen here.
As soon as he said Jack Daniels, I knew it was off the rails.
We're like, wait a minute.
I hear it now.
I am my own man. I'll stand on that 6.25.
Hey,
We're going to take a quick fresco rinse.
A fresco rinse.
Wow, wait a minute. Okay, well, shucks. Since y'all
You
told me
want-
one,
We're taking fresco rinses over here.
This looks terrible in a cup.
that's enough.
It looks a little like salt water here. We're taking a fresco rinse, folks. Listen. We drink water all the time. Why not level up our
I'm
water?
still going to call it water rinse. But
It is. It's sparkling water, just has flavoring. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do a quick ad in this little segment here or no? Because you should talk about this weekend.
yes. I didn't pull it up yet, though. Let's see, Easter.
Yeah.
So y'all talk about it.
Yeah. About it? Or
Yeah, sure. You can.
so, all right. You know what's going on this Saturday?
Horses, some running around.
Derby Day.
Derby day. Here we
And
go.
if you don't have somewhere to be for Derby Day, you're local in the DMV area, come on down to Barracks Row on Capitol Hill because there is a Galactic Derby Day.
That's
Yes, you heard that right. Going on. It's at 507.
It's at the
8th Street.
It's at the 507.
It's at the 507, which conveniently enough is at 507 8th Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. From
Absolutely.
5 to 7:30, 5 to 7, something like that.
Mhm.
Get your tickets. Chats Liquors is sponsoring the event in a way of putting on a spirits tasting, as well as if you want to purchase a VIP ticket.
Well, no more VIPs.
Oh,
nowadays,
VIPs
right?
gone.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So
yeah,
with your
it's
general
May-
admission comes a whiskey tasting. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
What more can you want?
It is this May 3rd,
May the
right?
4th,
It's May 3rd. But the event that Matt is speaking about, and it's called the Galactic Derby. So you can go to barracksrow.org. Once again, that's barracksrow.org to check it out. With admission, of course, you get to see all of the run-up to the festivities of the Kentucky Derby itself. But it's also, May the 4th, Star Wars weekend. And so there'll be a lot of kind of fun sights to see as well around the Star Wars celebration. But 5 whiskeys. We'll have 5 whiskeys that we'll be doing the tasting.
Top shelf
on.
whiskeys.
Top shelf whiskeys. So shout out to Lost Whiskey Club. That's going to be there at the Galactic Derby representing Lost Whiskey. Of course, they have
Sure.
2 excellent bourbons that we're going to be showcasing. Their high wheat or heavy wheat, as well as their high rye bourbons. They're fun. You've seen them represented here at Chat so often. Well, everyone will come and get a taste of those, as well as some highly sought after bourbons that include Blanton's, that includes the Colonel E.H. Taylor Bottle in Bond, that also include Eagle Rare 10-year-old. So come by, buy your ticket. It's going to be a fantastic time. There'll be food and drinks. There will be the Derby. There will be just good vibes all around. But most importantly, there'll be some daggone good whiskey. Lost Whiskey Club, as well as some of the B-Tech higher end production. So buy your ticket at barracksrow.org. You see it right here on the screen. But also at this event will be Mr. Orlando Jones comic legend, entertainer, actor Orlando Jones will be in the house. He's actually going to be doing a stand-up show later on that night, I think starting at 9. But meet him a little bit early. He's going to be hanging out with us, so a star will be in the house, folks. That's including Orlando Jones, but you'll be there as well. The stars of Whiskey Wednesday.
There you go.
Chad Slickers. We appreciate you all viewing. And back to the regularly scheduled programming. Come on, let's go, fellas.
Wow. The fresco was something else.
You ready?
You go ahead, Matt. I never get to hang out with you that much. I miss a lot of
Is it a
Wednesdays.
fresh crack?
Fresh crack?
Wow.
It is. Of the notorious wax
Notorious wax, folks.
that Zoe adores.
Yeah.
Oh,
As I always say, pour your first dram good, because you never know if there'll be a second.
I know, but it left this a little bit. I wonder if it's gonna break or not.
Yeah, that's why I left that up to you, Maddie.
Wait. You got the little.
Oh, yep. Look at that. Always prepared, folks.
Oh, look,
See?
man.
Stronger than you thought you were, Matt.
Sometimes you just never mind.
Y'all didn't tell everybody about y'all galactic outfit you wear for this event. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Trying to keep my composure. Okay.
Dang,
Yeah.
man.
I was trying to show the bottle and say.
I'm sorry.
So, we are pouring up what is currently out of frame. Rare Characters 2025 release number 1 of their batch, or it's batch 1 of their their straight Kentucky straight whiskey. So, batch number 1 of 2025. This entire batch is limited to just 2,600 bottles. So this is a very limited release that is nationwide. All they did. And it's coming in at a whopping 133 proof.
Now we're talking. I can't wait to taste this in the Manhattan.
Absolutely. So that's number 1. This is, folks, carefully crafted and curated blend of Kentucky distilled bourbons aged between 5.5 and 15 years, folks. Foundation is 5.5-year-old wheated bourbon, known for its sweet dessert-like qualities. It's artfully layered with 8-year-old and 15-year-old high rye style
I did
bourbons.
not know.
Introducing boldness and spice to the profile, blending process that was deliberate, so forth and so on. This bottle at cask strength. And what's the proof on that bad boy?
133.
It's 133. Okay, cool.
We were just drinking Hazmat a few weeks ago.
133. Say again. It's not. Well, it's a blend of the two. Bourbon and rye. Because it's the whiskey, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. What's your question?
No.
Okay.
You're all right.
We're living good.
Alright.
We were just drinking Penelope 141. Now we on 133 here.
Yeah.
That bottle's almost gone, too.
Indeed.
Couldn't
All
be
right.
framed.
What are we getting?
I don't know. I'm searching. What I'm smelling.
Searching for what you're smelling? Indeed.
Some toasted sugars. Toffee. Haven't had a toffee feel in a long time.
I'm trying not to. See, I'm letting this a fresh crack. It's 133 proof.
I feel like I'm getting something green though. I don't want to say spearmint, but something greenish. It's a little more
Something
herbaceous,
greenish,
like
huh?
sage, like not quite sage, but something definitely herbaceous. Wow, in the building. Ellie loves Matt.
Hey, there it is.
That's
There
right,
it is.
folks.
Don't start me.
If you mean it, tag it.
Yeah, that's her whole name on there.
Speak up,
Her
son.
whole name. I don't know who that was for.
I don't know either.
Herbaceous.
Goodness.
This is really giving all green, like tea. At first, there was nothing I was really getting off the nose, but as these swirls go through,
Like with honey?
yeah, like honey tea. What are you getting, Tim?
Nothing.
You know, it's your description. Your nose ain't my nose.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Wow. Well, 130. Number one, 133 proof.
What are you getting?
We gotta give it up for that for sure.
Oh, maybe a little maple in there.
Sap.
Mm.
Fredo, look at that.
Absolutely. Well, the nose is gorgeous
I mean, I definitely.
because I'm not getting any ABV or very little of it. I mean, it
Oh,
helps
yeah.
to carry for me that
Maybe I'm
kind
getting
of
some
maple like
Some honeysuckle
honey.
for me, maybe.
See,
No,
honey.
honey.
100%.
Once again, kind of orange cream comes forward for me. Vanilla.
Graham cracker. Definitely get some graham cracker.
Yeah,
was
less of
hype about that
the
graham
kind of
Not so much
intensity
cinnamon
of the
sugar, but just the bread.
cinnamon,
of it.
but the graham cracker maybe. Yeah. I see that. Warm spices though on the nose, but also some nice oak characteristics. That's neat. All right. Hey, cheers. Hey, Zoe, thank you for bringing this bottle of rare character
Man, that's good.
limited release. That's number one, 2025
see,
whiskey.
the heat I was getting from this 90 is what I'm getting from 130. That's why I
Yeah.
was saying it wasn't. That is good though.
But there is not a lot of people who can put out a whiskey at 133 proof that drinks as well as this does. Like that, there is a lot of skill that Pablo Moy puts into selecting these barrels and these batch products as well. I mean, it's an art, you know?
Ooh, indeed it is. Well,
Yeah,
shout out to
Let's
shout
drink it
out to
almost
them.
like a hazmat.
Hmm?
Let's drink it almost like hazmat.
You think so? Well, this is very flavorful. Sip one, of course, your palate
Adjust.
really does have to adjust, right? And as we move along through the sips, I think that the intensities will start to soften a little bit.
Honey roasted peanuts on the finish.
So yeah, shout out to Pablo and Pete, who created Rare Character. Founded it back in 2021. So
It's a
they're
little
celebrating
nuttiness
4
there.
years now.
A
Huh?
little nuttiness there.
Yeah.
The nuttiness is starting to come forth, you think?
I'm getting it on the finish, but then
Seeing it on the
I
nose.
feel
a
like
little bit as
now
well.
it's coming on the nose as well.
Yeah.
But it's showing through more on the finish for me.
Mhm.
But what is that? It's not hazelnut. It's not pecan.
Mhm. What do you think it's so?
Almond. In
Did
sync
you all
with
say that?
In sync with that.
It's almond,
In sync.
Y'all set that up, didn't you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like. It's like amaretto. Like almond, like amaretto.
Okay. Yep, I can see where it's almond and a little bit of citrus. Like
Yeah.
almond, a little hint of apricot, something like that, right?
Mm,
But on the drier end of the spectrum. Nothing too extractive and crazy sweet.
yeah.
Yeah. And folks, once again, this is 133 proof. And I don't think I put that in the little ticker going across the bottom,
Boy.
but that's exactly what it is.
That one's a little lower. Like
Cash
123,
Okay.
I think.
Mhm.
I can tell you when I picked this bottle up, I didn't realize it was 133.
You did not?
Not at all.
Wow.
That's why you should have left it for someone
But you
like
know,
me.
we're gonna drink this on Sipping Sundays with Black Manhattan.
You're gonna okay, we're gonna have to talk about that after we rate this bad boy. What you just mentioned, and what that's supposed to mean. So we're gonna see.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to dive
But
into the next commercial break.
indeed. Okay. Well, I love just how, number one, with the cast strength productions, you get full flavor profile. Full extraction of flavor. The warmth of the barrel itself is there, the richness, the legs, and all. So rather than having a distillery make a blend and then dilute it down, what I love about, and I think what we love about cask strength,
Yeah.
is that you get the opportunity to see a product at its fullest glory without any manipulation. Now, of course, do you have to drink it at cask strength? You don't. As a consumer, you certainly don't. Once this bottle is at your bar, you can certainly add a bit of water. You can do some self-diluting, to your dram and find your sweet spot. Also, as we move into the warmer season, if you drink your whiskey on the rocks, then you can put your rock in here. I don't drink my whiskey on the rocks, but if you do, it doesn't dilute as fast, right? Your rock is going to start melting. You might find yourself, maybe getting a rocks glass instead of a Glencairn.
Yeah.
Putting your rock in there, pouring yourself a healthy pour. Whatever you're doing, just really nursing that glass over a longer period of time. And as you continue to enjoy it, it's becoming more and more diluted, and you can kind of see maybe an arc of flavor that builds or develops over time. So I love this.
I'm getting like, now it's open, I'm getting like vanilla cake, like pastry.
Yeah, I was getting more of the vanilla.
It's not herbaceous no more. It's like cake. It's like vanilla. It's like angel cake. Like
I'm starting to see a little bit of the spice kind of developing from the alcohol. It's like this alcohol is creating this spice note. I want to say that it's kind of within the green spices, an actual.
Oh.
it's kind of like when you. I
don't know if it's sage or.
It's like being in the kitchen and you're
A little bit of
whooping.
thyme, something like that.
You're whipping like 2 sticks of butter and you throwing some sugar and then you're whipping it together and it just.
Whipping butter. You're saying sage and thyme.
Oh,
And
we cooking.
We are cooking. Man, this is.
All right. Well, I think I'll start off
oh,
this tasting.
here we go.
This tasting? Rating. It's the 133 proof. That's what it is.
You know what? Scratch it. So
I
start off
appreciate
so we can cut you down again.
I appreciate it. All right. Man, that's getting nice. That third sip, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
More roundness and richness.
Definitely rich. Definitely rich.
Yeah. Such a luscious whiskey. Being both a bourbon and rye blended, we would kind of consider this more of an American whiskey.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, folks. I think that we are starting to appreciate more and more, the American whiskey, as opposed to, just keeping bourbon productions and rye productions as separate as we have in the past. This is a nice lane to move into where you can have components from both of those categories blended together to become something greater than potentially their individual components were. So rare character. I'm a fan. Gosh, I am a wheated bourbon fan as well. I like the component of this wheated bourbon that's in this production. You can get those creamy characteristics, the vanillins and so forth, some of the structure, plus the rye whiskeys that are also components in this production. Brings the spice, brings the heavier caramels and so forth, and great color too. I'm going, gosh, I like this. I think I'm going 825 on this one, man.
Okay. Bernie had an 825 on the rare character limited release.
Yeah.
Batch number 1 of their Kentucky Straight Whiskey. Zoe, you want me to go next? You want to go next?
Yeah, go, Matt. Come on, man.
I'm gonna
Go this
hit
way.
I'm gonna hit at an 8 flat.
Okay,
I'll hit it at an 8 flat.
indeed.
Go
So,
ahead, Zoe.
I'm a big fan of rare character. They're 126s, they're 129s. I've had a 130 proof. This is very delicious, but I think one thing I can say about rare character, they handle the proof point with the balance of flavor. And I've been in 130, I've been in 129s, 126, which is kind of in the same realm. this thing's a little warm for me. I'm gonna go delicious 775. Delicious 775. Because I'm a big fan of Rare Character. I just think that I've had higher proofs in the same round. Flavors all there, but I think every production I've had has handled the proof with a little more balance than
Okay.
the heat I'm getting from this one.
Yeah. And you are very well versed
I am.
in
I have tons of
their
Rare
products.
Character.
Yeah.
So
Yep, absolutely.
a little
So,
out of
folks,
balance.
he's the one
Still delivers.
that brought the lineup
Crazy
together.
delivers. If you're a high proofer, it is high proof. I just think this doesn't manage the warmth from the proof as good as other productions from me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Fair
all right.
enough.
There we go,
Maybe
folks.
out there breathes and I pour another dram.
Yeah, man.
Indeed. Well, that was Rare Character limited release batch number 1. A 2025 release, edition number 1. Whiskey. It is an American whiskey, folks. It's a blend of heavily wheated bourbon with some components of rye whiskey. And delicious it is. Alonzo gives it a 7.75. Matt an 8. And I give it an 8.25. I really like that. I am a huge wheated bourbon fan.
Bias.
I like how that wheat translates in this product. It's good, folks. So go
Pablo.
check it out. It's
Pablo,
worth it.
you my boy, but yeah.
It's worth
775 is what it is.
Delicious. Delicious.
We're gonna take this water rinse, this water break.
And you have to do your commercial now
What commercial?
for Sippin' Sunday.
Oh, Sipping Sunday. I did mention that. So, folks, we realized how much you love us and you enjoy this amazing show. So we thought that
Pat yourself on the back. Right?
we should give you more opportunities to, learn about more productions. So Sipping Sundays is coming live. And we will be featuring more styles of whiskey, whether
Okay.
flavor or not. We will
Oh.
be featuring cocktails every now and then. Food pairings. It will be more versed on Sipping
Food
Sundays.
pairings and cocktails. Yeah.
So it's gonna just take Whiskey Wednesdays to another direction. I wouldn't say a level higher, but another direction.
And if they want to join in to Sipping Sunday,
Oh, absolutely. And this will be a interactive
okay,
platform.
great.
You want to join in with your bottle at home and share what you think and rate your
But
own
the
bottle.
platform will be
Platform will be Instagram live
via
via.
Beans 90.
Oh yeah, Beans 90.
That's-
Yes, yeah. There we go. This guy right here, I couldn't do nothing.
I'm trying to
without this guy.
tee it up for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Listen, I'm on the run with this. You know what I'm saying? I like to live wild and crazy, so it's all on
Yeah.
the run. So it will be Beans 90. We will post that via Chance Liquors, and you'll see our faces on there. We'll do cocktails, we'll do food pairings, and we'll be more interactive.
There you have it.
I think that would be awesome.
Sipping Sundays with Zoe
Sipping Sundays with the crew.
with the crew. Well, yeah, but like,
It might not be me. It might be you one Sunday.
someone knows what's going on. If you're including flavored whiskey, then we does not include Matt.
It will
I can
not-
tell you that right now.
Matt's
It's
show
what?
might be, food pairing.
Yeah. So or any of
It can be dessert whiskey. It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
flavored
there you
whiskey.
go. For sure.
I seen shout out to Fawn Weaver drinking a Uncle Nearest espresso martini.
Oh, yeah, Fawn. I mean, she is all about making cocktails with the Uncle Nearest.
She was up
Shout
on
out
the
to Fawn
rooftop this
Weaver,
weekend. And
Owner,
she did
founder of Uncle Nearest, as well as the Nathan Green.
she did a 1884 espresso martini.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and have one tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Might use single barrel though.
Might use single barrel.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Instead of
Of course you
1884?
would. Of course you would.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Wow.
Indeed.
Shots fired.
Using the single barrel. Man, I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. Got nothing but love for that.
Look at
For
this.
sure.
Or you can go out to Montana and get
Who is
some
this?
Huckleberry. That's the head distiller of Bozeman Spirits Distillery.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. Well,
So he's out there drinking Huckleberry.
as we transition, let's do some shout outs. Shout out.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
folks.
Cool. Let's shout out, obviously, my wife. always
Hey,
in
Everdale,
here.
what's happening?
Shout out Tim Mostis out there in Bozeman, Montana, running the show, holding it down. I do believe he sent me a photo today that Bozeman Spirits was bottling their first ever bottled and bond whiskey.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Today, so super cool.
Shout out to Sweet Key.
Shout out Drew Beard was here. I believe he's already gone. Let's fact check that. Yep, but Ralph was here. Shout out Brian as well. All right.
Shout out Miss Key in the building. Support is always love.
I got that too.
I tell
Don't
you,
worry.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, so now we're going to
Absolutely.
switch gears a little. We've done a little bit of variety so far, and why not throw a little more variety in there as well with a Virginia rye whiskey.
Absolutely. Coming
So-
to you live.
This transition
It
was
is
really
the
nice.
Ragged Branch, folks. The Ragged Branch Distillery in the foothills of the Virginia Blue Ridge Mountain. It's been a favorite distillery, local distillery of ours. Of course, you know, we love supporting local. We love supporting small batch. Of course, shout out Lost Whiskey Club, Black Draft. Of course, Sagamore, Kevin Plank.
Yeah.
You know,
Copper
Grey Wolf,
Fox.
Copper Fox, the list goes on. But way back in 2018, this was summertime. The guru of American small batch whiskey production, Mr. Dave Pickrell, came in, and he is bringing productions of New York State's Hill Rock.
I love Hill Rock.
Yeah, Washington State's Woodinville. Of course, we're drinking some Whistle Pig. I think I opened up a bottle of Boss Hog with him,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
But then he pulls out some little samples of something called a Ragged Branch, which had not been bottled officially yet. But he says, Bernie, this is from your neck of the woods, and it'll be coming out in a few years, and let's taste it. And so I give it a little taste, and maybe it was in the barrel for about a year. And I said, ooh, it needs a little more time. But fast forward, and God rest his soul, he passed away, you know, a month later after I met him. And years later, literally, I believe it was 2020 or 2021, the first batch, it must have been 2021, first batches of Ragged Branch started trickling through the doors here at Chas, and we've been a huge supporter since that time. So shout out to Dave Pickerel. Shout out to the folks there at Ragged Branch. You're creating some amazing product, and they are grain to bottle producers, folks. So they grow all the grain for their products on their farm, and of course they take that into distilling it, aging it, and bottling it all in-house.
Yeah.
So really cool stuff, and we'd love to put together a little trip. So you know, as we get the bus loaded up, you know, and gassed up and so forth, we're gonna have to make some trips. May not actually be a bus; it might just be a meet us there type situation.
Cowboy cut pick.
Come on, man. Ooh. Now we're talking.
Because, you know, they do that now.
Now we're talking.
That's
For
a
sure.
shit.
One of my
7
favorite
years
whiskeys from them, which Matt is mumbling a little bit. You know, he likes the Migos and, you know, all these new young rappers, so he's doing the mumble right now about Cowboy Cut. So yeah, speak on it,
'Cause-
brother.
Well, I don't know why Bernie's not keeping it in stock anymore.
Because it hasn't been available
you
for
know,
distribution.
but that's
Cowboy
okay.
Cut. I got the last
That's
2 or 3 bottles, like January or February.
Yeah.
That was of batch number 1.
I still have
all
my
they had in
half.
stock.
I have like a third of a bottle left. I've been babying of batch number 1, but it's their Cowboy Cut is their double barreled cask strength.
Yeah,
Wheated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Double barrel cask strength wheated whiskey, and it's not available for distribution right now, according to Bernie. But I do know they are sitting on some stock of that. That's around 7+ years old.
Yeah, well,
Of
I mean, they can release
Some
a barrel
Cowboy
of that
Cut.
anytime they want, really, right? So
smells
we're gonna have to
delicious.
inquire about these
Yeah.
things. But right now we're drinking the Ragged Branch straight rye whiskey, bottled in bond. So of course we are talking about it has to be a minimum of 4 years in age, and it is proofed to 100 proof after aging for those 4 years. The mash bill is really neat on this rye, folks. 83% rye, 17% malted barley.
Yeah.
So a heavy malted barley component is what you have here in this rye. There's no corn in it at all. There's no wheat in it at all. It's only rye and malted barley.
Haven't had this in a while. The nose on this is amazing.
It
Yeah.
really is, right?
Shout out to Ragged Branch. Every production says, "Hey, I'm here. You're gonna enjoy this glass." Every production I smell by them.
And I think it's like a huge compliment to them, but it typically reminds me a lot of Michter's rye.
More on the nose for me. Though.
Yeah. But that would be like if I had to compare it to something, and I mean, I think Michter's absolutely kills it in the rye game. And so,
Across the board.
yeah, I mean, all the way across the board, but
Yeah.
personal favorite is their rye. And so,
Yeah,
Wow,
absolutely.
that's delicious.
but there's like this nice spearmint, kind of like a creamy, grassy characteristic on the
Definitely on the
nose.
palate.
Yeah,
Okay.
All that you said is on the palate.
absolutely. You certainly pick up some of the cinnamons, for sure. Some of the spices. A little bit of a red fruit for me. It's almost like a little bit of maybe cherry, but bitter.
I want to go raisin, like raisin.
Raisin. Yeah.
Definitely raisin. It gives me this. It's giving me this VSOP cognac style.
Like that.
Not
reduced-
heavy
that
sugar
reduction of
side,
the-
but like refined, classic style.
We
No
do have
doubt.
a great question that someone just put in the chat. Is what is that barley going to do in terms of flavor notes when you blend it with the rye? Where this being interesting with the higher level of malted barley, and so maybe what would make the flavor of this interesting because of that.
Well, I think one thing it does is really elevates the aromatics kind of in this, in a way
Cinnamon raisin.
that you're straight rye,
Yeah.
nor a production that has a level of corn has. So that malt really comes through kind of in a way that gives you higher levels of viscosity. Not just kind of a simple sweetness, but almost like a savory, like a rich savory. We're bringing in maybe the bread dough, like characteristic into the whiskey itself. Maybe layering in some other components as I'm like enjoying the finish of it right now. Still, some of these flavors are activated from that malt, right?
Yeah.
So we get into maybe even like I used to be out there in the grass all the time, right? Trying to work my green thumb,
There
right?
you go.
Putting out peat moss and so forth. You know, some of these earthy tones that you might get, combined with this isn't. This has a little bit of a presence of a meatiness and or the savory kind of saltiness as
Salinity
well.
going
The
on.
salinity, like this cured meat aspect. Now it's not smoky though, folks.
Yeah.
So there are some productions, you know, I'm a big fan of the rye whiskey that Grey Wolf does, and they also have a very high component of malted barley, but their malted barley is smoked. I'm not saying that this is a smoked malted barley, but just some of the kind of earth tones that come forth in the aromatics as well as in the finish for this whiskey is neat. But one thing it does for sure is create, I think, a bigger presence of the whiskey on the palate
100%.
and draws out some of these warm game-like characteristics, warm earth-like notes. So leathers will be included in that, right?
Yeah, the
Some
first
type of
thing,
hide will be included in that.
it's always, well, speaking of pie, Brian threw in cinnamon raisin pie,
Okay.
is what Brian has said in
Okay,
the chat.
yeah.
But my go-to anytime you start adding more barley into a product is the mouthfeel and viscosity are the most common thing that changes, where it coats your palate really nicely. It oftentimes helps with the finish as well in that coating process, but it's like it feels so rich and in a good way, almost dense on the palate sometimes.
Carrying this 100 proof well.
Oh, amazing.
It's a lot of structure for me.
Yeah.
Not old, aged, dry structure. Young, youthful flavor structure.
Mm.
So not like
Well, it puts me in the mindset of like a library, right?
wow, a lot
The
of books
leather
over there.
I wouldn't
chairs,
know. I've never
the
been.
wood oak, the books, the hardcover books, kind of,
Many leather bound books.
yeah. Like it puts you in that type of
Okay.
maybe just higher caliber.
This lawyer office thing going on.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
lawyer or professor, but whatever.
so like, but
It's-
would you say
It's
there's
kind of refined in that sense.
almost, as you were talking about young characteristics? See, I feel like there's almost this slight, like maybe with that vibe, like a slight dusty characteristic to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like an old off.
Like,
Where the
yeah.
dust- open up the book.
Yeah, exactly. But like, not in a bad way. I mean, some people may not love that, but I really enjoy that
Wow.
aspect of it.
No, it's rich. It's rich.
Yeah, I know. I already
Rich.
said it. If you make a comparison to a library, I don't know what you're talking about because I've never been to one. But we don't teach
Maybe-
reading in Arkansas, so keep your expectation low. I can only.
Something.
Oh,
Well, folks, I apologize. I didn't put the bottle up there. I have to remember to follow all my steps in my program. But
Oh,
that's
wow.
it, folks. It's Ragged Branch. They're bottled in bond.
This
rye
is
whiskey,
delicious.
100 proof.
Mm.
I think so too. I think it's really
Yeah.
good. I think it's really good as well for cocktails. Making your Manhattans or old fashions, I think, would be phenomenal with something like this.
Yeah, it definitely.
Especially your old fashioned, maintaining a dry component.
I gotta
Probably
compare those.
not adding
Sip and
any
send it.
if any simple syrup, if so, just a little bit. But even for Manhattans, right? For I'm getting a little bit of red fruit, raisin, and cherry like notes
Ooh,
in
that's
there.
gonna sound good.
And when Brian mentioned,
Cinnamon raisin
raisin pie, I'm more in the cinnamon raisin bread like note. Once
yeah.
again, there's a little bit of a breadiness that was there.
I wanted to ask
because
what
it
the
doesn't
cinnamon raisin
skew
pie was.
too sweet, right? You still have a dry whiskey, but there's a richness.
I think it's a pie with cinnamon and raisins in it, but I could be wrong. Hot take.
I hope it's some apples or something else in there.
I don't think there
Cinnamon
is.
raisin pie, some type of custard or something. It came in on cinnamon raisin pie.
But I like that when kind of going back to, I think that malted barley a lot of times leads to like a breadiness
Yeah.
in a whiskey. Like a doughy, bready kind of characteristic.
Yeah. Think, cinnamon raisin bread, rye bread,
Yeah,
these
sourdough
these-
even maybe like
maybe even a little bit of sourdough, especially on
Yeah.
the finish, right?
yeah.
Monte Cristo.
This malt kind of reflects a little bit of a sourdough in the
Yeah.
finish, right? Yeah.
I like how you just
Absolutely.
breeze past his remark.
I didn't quite hear it, and I was afraid
Good.
to
It
ask
wasn't a good one.
for it to be repeated.
It wasn't worth it. All right. So
Look at Matt getting on task.
rating time?
Your turn, brother.
Rating time, great.
Mm-hmm.
Sensational. For the Ragged Branch Bald and Bond Virginia Straight Rye Whiskey, which, let's be clear, this is in stock here at Chat's Liquors. So hop online or come in store tomorrow and buy a bottle. I'm gonna land at a 7.75. There's 7.75 on the Ragged Branch. Yeah. So
I'm really enjoying this. Flavor profile, balance. Like I said, there was some youthful structure and like not some old aged oak structure. Solid 8.
Wow.
I'm really enjoying this.
you just rated this higher than the rear here.
Easy sipper.
Literally.
Just
Easy.
making sure.
Easy sipper. I don't know. I would love to see this after it breathes for me. I don't normally say that about a red character bottle, but I would like to see this after it breathes. But yeah, this Ragged Branch is like hitting on all cylinders. Pause.
Yeah.
8. Easy. No
There
discussion.
you go. Hey.
Amazing, folks. Amazing. Well, that was a surprise right
I'm
there.
thinking about putting this on some stage.
I'm not surprised, but it's a surprise, right? I think Ragged Branch does an amazing job, literally, folks, across the board. I think it's one of the greatest values in the whiskey game right now, especially for the local whiskey game. They are really still just offering so much for such a little price. Ragged Branch Straight Rye Whiskey. This is a Virginian straight estate rye whiskey, bottled in bond at 100 proof, of course. Alonzo gives it a whopping 8 out of 10, while Matt and I are even at 7.75 points out of 10. It's good stuff, folks. Come on down to chat and pick this one up if you like to try, I think, a local production that over delivers for a rye and gives a level of complexity that you aren't getting every day, especially at like a under $60 price point.
Yeah.
At all, for sure. So good stuff. Good stuff.
I like how y'all teamed up on that rating.
You like that? Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's almost like there's the professionals and the amateur, you know?
Hey,
Well, it's water rinse time, folks. I hope you all enjoying yourself. Anything to comment on?
Nope, we're not reading that comment,
within,
actually, Tim.
oh,
I
no?
appreciate it, but keep it to yourself.
Oh, no?
You want to talk about my
Okay.
reading skills?
We got a shout out from
Let that
T-Bone saying, "What up, it's T-Bone?
For
I
real?
love it." Chiming in on YouTube.
So, okay.
Love it, love it, love it. The comments
T-Bone
on
in the building.
YouTube. That's
Oh,
great.
YouTube.
Well, so I pulled it up, and I was confused because it said T-Bone. I thought someone was saying, "What's up to T-Bone?" I didn't realize it was Ty, like, signing the comment as T-Bone. I was confused. I saw it.
Well, you know,
But, you know, yeah.
and that came through a while ago.
Oh, yeah. That was
yeah.
when we started.
Right. So
Yeah.
hopefully T-Bone is still in the house there on YouTube. Folks, yeah, we are streaming. For those of you who don't know, we are streaming on YouTube these days at youtube.com/@chatslickers. And so if ever, you know, you're kind of behind your laptop, or you just want to not do the Instagram stream, or you want to catch the entire replay immediately, you can find that at YouTube, which is cool.
Right now.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Are we about to shut off something?
Right. Or
It started around
it
an hour.
might. It might.
It-
And if so, we'll have to.
It didn't, though, like last time or somewhere we were afraid it was going to, and
You're
it
right.
didn't. So it seems hit or miss.
Alrighty, folks.
Yeah.
Let's move right along. There's another rare character bottle on this table.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
The rare character is taking
Two
over
rare
my bar at home.
characters?
It's taking over my bar at home.
2 rare characters in one seating.
I don't even
This
chase
is
Sazerac products like that.
Amazing, folks. This is amazing. I love it, folks.
Another
Rare
rye on
it
the
up.
table. Another rye.
Bernie, you gonna pour this
Yeah.
one up?
Oh,
You haven't
want me
poured
to-
one all night.
I haven't poured one all night.
I don't know if you know how.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I know how either.
Let's
I mean,
find out.
I might accidentally
You know how to empty a
pour
glass, though.
myself too much. You know.
Oh,
I'll pour that
that
bottle.
was Mike last week, man. Mike was filling these glasses up on.
I gotta go back and look.
Well, I had to stop him after the first. I mean, he poured it like to here on the first
Hey,
pour.
shout out to Mike. We
Yeah,
miss you,
shout out
bro.
Mike. I don't know where you're at.
Wherever you are.
Offensive
Oh, he's in
lineman.
Cali, I think.
Oh,
he's
he's
in Cali, maybe? I
All
think.
right,
I'm not
all right,
positive.
All right. Absolutely. Well, shout out to Mike nonetheless. Dude, I appreciate you stepping in last week, making it happen. You
Absolutely.
and Matt holding it down.
Yep.
And yes, indeed. Ooh, that's not the one I wanted. I just messed that up.
We're never drinking another whiskey.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you doing it.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
only
I
so
tell
much
you,
time in the evening.
Bernie's
tell
doing the
you all
production
that. I
side.
do the production, so.
Oh,
you all,
wait a minute here. Hold on. Okay,
You all
Mike
are having
Mike
fun.
2.0 is in the building, y'all.
Y'all are having fun. I still have things to do.
You're acting like you're not having fun. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
And we're gonna write Matt off tonight,
Okay. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
this is the Rare Character Limited Release 2025 Batch Number 1 Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey.
What's the proof on that bad boy?
100 and
123.76. Time to retire that bottle. I'm about halfway.
So also again, we are bottle 179 out of 2,600 bottles. So another
Wow. This been open for about a month now.
yeah, it has. I think we've all had a little bit of this.
I mean, why stop? Why stop here? We just might as well open another rare character.
I don't think you have another one to open. Unless you want to prove me wrong. I mean, it's a lot of talk.
Also,
but
107. Why not?
no one. Okay.
It was rated America's what #1 bourbon. I just read a paper about last year or this year.
On Forbes.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. Okay. No, we're talking about rare character, limited release, rye. What are you getting on the nose?
Indeed. Well,
Oh,
of course, folks,
okay.
this is the Rare Character Limited Release series. It's known as RCLR. Yep, we see that, denoted on bottles here and there. Represents the pinnacle of their blending artistry. This is batch number 1 for 2025 of this amazing rye. The artwork pays homage. There is a... Nope, absolutely. I don't know what it pays homage to.
Wow.
Keep it going.
You never know what to expect, folks. That is crazy.
We're talking about with
Pays homage to whiskey.
It's
That's very
it looks like Colorado to me, don't it?
It could be Arizona.
Arizona, New Mexico, or something like that. It looks like
Hell,
a
man, I
desert.
haven't been out there.
Neither have I.
You're from out there, dude.
From out there, that doesn't look like Arkansas.
Hey, cousin from North Carolina.
You drove through some of that.
Tell you that
What's
for
going
free.
on, cuz?
Send a
How's
bottle to
everything?
North Carolina. Which one do you want off the table?
Certainly, all of them, right? So we're talking about maybe Kentucky and Indiana whiskeys between 7 and 8 years. Bottle age cast strength. Of course, this is 123.76 proof points. It should be full bodied. Absolutely, that's what I expect. Versatile? Okay, we'll see. Let's dig into it, fellas. Pause. Once again, it's a rare character night provided by Zoe. Appreciate these rare character bottles on the table tonight, Zoe.
I'm
Wow.
broke. I'm broke.
Okay. Hey, man, no, you're winning, brother. You are winning.
Rich in liquor.
Rich and liquor. It's a new clothing line. Oh,
Okay. We're gonna keep it there.
this
I'm
smells
not gonna
good.
say what genre of clothing line that
This
was.
smells good.
But indeed, it does. It does. At 123.76, I will say the bourbon probably had less volatility of alcohol. This is a rye, so we're really,
smell the no
or I should say
spirit.
the whiskey, because it's a bourbon rye blend for the other one. But this one
Spirit
is more
note isn't
spirited.
there.
Say again?
Spirit note isn't there. Like the volatility
Really?
on the
He's on
nose.
crack.
The volatility
Well, I
on the
won't
nose.
say it's a bad volatility,
But
but
it's there.
you definitely get more spirit note. That spearmint that you mentioned is there. A little bit of alcohol zestiness is there.
I've been drinking too much rare character. I don't
Zestiness.
get no spirit.
Liquored zest.
Liquor zest. Okay.
Nasty.
We have just entered a new realm.
No, I definitely think it shows a little bit of the spirit note on the nose, but not in an offensive way. I mean, it is 123 proof, right? 123? Yeah.
Mhm.
0.76.
123.76. Yeah, I will also say that kind of aromatically, a little bit younger, kind of in its
Okay.
aromatics, as well as maybe palate. But
Yeah.
we're talking about rye whiskey here. This is straight rye. So it's not comparing, apples to apples, right? This is rye. So let's
I like
kinda
the
get
finish
into
on it. The finish on this is
yeah.
it's a nice finish.
And certainly even the Ragged Branch. Shout out to Ragged Branch. Like the malt level that they have in that rye whiskey,
Yeah.
that's probably, it's minimum 4, but it's most likely around 5, maybe 5.5 years for that one.
Mhm.
It delivers some
Yeah,
really,
I definitely
really good
need it. I
character.
definitely need it. I kept looking back because I need to
No
get a
pun
bottle.
intended, rare character. But this one is likely the lower malt productions.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be a safe bet.
I'm getting so much rye in this that I wouldn't be surprised if there's a component of 95.5 in there.
But it's all Kentucky.
No, it's not all Kentucky. It's Indiana and Kentucky.
This one?
It's also Indiana
Yeah. Oh,
and Kentucky.
my bad. My bad. We talked about earlier. You said it was-
Right, we
And
did.
you-
We
yeah.
did figure out there was
That's
Indiana
where
and Kentucky,
I was
though.
going off of.
Yeah, yeah,
That is
yeah.
delicious.
So yeah, I do see the MGP influence on that.
I do see the difference, like you said, with the heavier malt style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If this had a heavier malt style, this would be nuts. This is delicious, but it would be crazy if this had a heavier
See,
malt.
I would love to see this at cask strength.
Right. Right.
Boy.
That's
But
what.
we're enjoying Red Character right now. So
Well,
let's
why
let's
I only do
let's
that, but
let's zone
only
in.
to weed it. But
Yeah.
Crazy part is, you know how we always had a discussion about the myth of the longer the bottle's open, the lower you get to on the bottle, it loses energy, and we had bottles where we get to the last leg of it and it loses no energy. We're almost halfway through this bottle. I feel like the spirit note is higher than the first night we opened this.
I fully agree.
So, folks, middle of the bottle, top of the bottle, bottom of the bottle, depends on your bottle. It is a myth that the bottom of every bottle is weak or loses energy or flavors. It's a myth. Every bottle's different. It's a myth. Every bottle's different. We've been there though. Me and Bernie's been there. We did a podcast where we did all the bottoms of the bottle, and we were shocked.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through this bottle, Spirit Note has come forth a little bit more for me than when we originally first opened this bottle.
Yeah, yeah,
Not in such a bad way, but just knowing the difference in the bottles you're drinking and what you like.
yeah. The viscosity isn't quite as heavy, once again, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
But it's leading into some nice, like a full array of spices.
Some nice
From the
sweetness.
grassiness to the cracked pepper to cinnamon to
Clove.
there you go. Yep.
Definitely
To clove to some levels of mint.
Getting a little bit of that. I always say this word. I don't even want to say it. I always
peppermint.
chop it up.
If you say
To almost all spice.
if you
No,
say
no,
that,
no.
if this man says orchard,
No,
I'm gonna
No,
lose.
This is one I'm getting a little bit more like a lemon citrus
I don't want
right
to say.
now after all the spices and tea.
I'm
Like
getting like
lemon tea and a bunch of spices.
I'm getting like the licorice word, but the one that starts with the A.
Licorice, what?
Anise.
Yes, there you go.
Anise.
Because I always chop that word
Oh,
up. I
okay.
always chop that word
Yeah,
up.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that.
okay.
That can be, that's almost a sensitivity sometimes, where if you're sensitive to it, it stands out. Similar
Yeah,
to, for me,
I really
to
am.
like alcohol, the acetate alcohol, acetone, fingernail
Oh, you were
polish,
talking
right?
about that, yeah.
I have 4 daughters, and gosh, when they were growing up, and you come home, and it's a mother daughter, fingernail
Tea party.
pedicure manicure
Yeah.
night, and you walk in, and you're just blown away from all that fingernail polish remover that is in the air,
lightheaded.
and you're like, I know you all are hot.
Yeah.
Open up windows in here. I'm sensitive to that.
I'm sensitive to the licorice.
Right, and I'm not getting
Nice.
as much as licorice in this.
I'm so
No,
sensitive.
super cool thing. Found out today, last week on the Bourbon Pursuit podcast, Fred Minnick talked about how he had his palate tested and found out he's hypersensitive to tannins on his palate particularly. Being the judge and critic that he is, apparently you can go get your palate tested to find out what notes or flavors
Okay.
you're
Wow,
extra
that's
sensitive
interesting. I wanna
to
go
or
do
something
that.
to.
I wanna
And
do
yet
that.
his is tannins because he always gets an astringency out of high age, a lot of high age, like 20 plus year bourbons.
Right. Structure.
And
tannic
but
structure, yeah.
he said for him personally, he's extra sensitive to that tannic structure.
Wow, I want to do that.
Yeah, I know. Wow, I'd never heard that today. I listened to the podcast and he's talking, and I was like, oh, no way.
But I'm definitely getting that licorice thing. You know, my grandmother, she's the only person I know to
Wow.
get the all black bag of jelly beans.
Wow. How about that?
And like she eats them like Skittles, bro. Like that's her jam. Like that's her jam.
Wow.
Okay.
It's so weird, bro.
There are some people who are like that, you know, who literally love the black
Jelly
jelly
beans.
beans.
Ronald Reagan did.
Okay. Okay.
Leave it up to
How
my man Tim.
Okay.
How about that?
Indeed. Indeed. We have the political mind in the house who knows it all.
This is tasting good though.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure. I must agree with that. Okay. See, about, you know, whatever that initial taste that we had, literally as we get to sip number 3 and the palate is adjusted and you start to see the dimension build across the palate, truly, you're getting a more honest take on this whiskey. And gosh, it's enjoyable.
I'm starting to think the
Especially at
Fresca is
1.3.
changing my palate.
I mean,
The carbonation in
I don't-
the water, I think it's.
I don't think the carbonation is, but I think it might be the citrus grapefruit flavoring in it.
I think it's doing something with the structure of my palate. Spin Doctor's in the house.
What's up, fellas?
Not Spendicata, but Spin Doctor is in the house. And where you been at?
Hashtag Matt is back.
I haven't
He did a
seen.
drive by today.
Oh, no way.
He
haven't
did a
seen-
drive
I
by
know I ain't
today.
seen him
So
since
we'll
I've been
double
back.
I haven't seen E this year. I don't think.
Yeah.
So me sound.
What?
I might do a blend. That's what I was on.
Of what?
What are you about to
This with the other red character.
Okay.
You right? You know what? Maybe a ragged branch
That
blend.
could
You
work.
right? We ain't even rate this yet. We gotta rate
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're waiting on
we're-
you.
Exactly. I mean, we're deviating from the. From
You
the
got to
show.
start.
I mean, that's your thing, bro.
All right, so we miss you too, my guy. So
That's all you, big dog.
That's all you.
I'm gonna go. 775. 775.
Wow. Okay.
The fresh crack on this bottle to me is better than the middle of the bottle.
Fresh crack, A+.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle
Fresh
of the bottle,
crack, 8+.
775. Bottom of the bottle, you know what? I could be back at 8 plus. But middle of the bottle, 775.
So I'm going to match it at 775.
But so
But-
do we do fresh crack versus half? Because fresh crack I would have been 8.15 or something, you know.
So that's what I was going to make the remark that we drank this just one night. You brought it by, I think, shortly
I
after you
drank this
got
last
it.
week too.
But when you opened it up,
We were blown away. This is crazy.
we were here hanging out, and I definitely, I mean, we didn't sit down and do it as, you know, intense as we do this, but I would think I was at an 8.25 the first time I had this.
I like that blend.
I
Well,
bet
it's
you
nice,
did.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Bernie,
I figure.
finish it off. Final
man.
rating of the evening.
Hey man, final rating of the evening. You know, it doesn't happen often, especially these days. But we are literally, boom, even across. We are even across everybody.
So make
We
me look
are
bad and then shading
7.75
it in tonight.
across the board on this amazing whiskey. Like 7.75 is still strong.
Yeah.
Rare Character Limited Release Batch Number 1 Straight Rye Whiskey 2025 edition, 123.76 proof, 7.75 out of 10 for
100%.
Alonzo, Matt, and myself.
Amazingness.
What a way to finish
Awesomeness.
the night.
Amazing.
This is beautiful. I enjoy this Rare Character. It really does give you a lot of the forwardness of the rye notes, but probably in not the most complex way.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at 123.76, I mean, I'm happy with sipping it amongst, you know, this lineup in all, for sure. But nah, you can't. I'm not set up for it. We can't do it tonight. You can show it off.
What do you mean?
This would be next week. This will be next week.
Ah.
But yeah, 7.75. I agree with the two of you. I think I was probably at an 8.25 on Fresh Crack.
Uncle Burn.
Maybe at 8.5, something like that. But at this point right now, mid bottle, especially after what we've had, our pilots have enjoyed some other phenomenal whiskeys. I'm in a 7.75 strong. Could easily be an 8, but right now, comfortable 7.75. Across the board, that's a rare character limited edition, limited release.
Exceptional series.
Batch 1 straight rye whiskey, 2025 edition, 123.76 proof. Even though y'all whispering, I invested in amazing microphones. And so they're still hearing what you're saying. Or
Yeah,
you're saying something.
It's not a secret.
Okay.
It was just the fact
what is it?
we're trying not to. He told me it was bottle 52. There, you happy? That's what he
Bottle
said.
number 52.
I said I can read. Thank you.
Well, everybody else heard it except me.
That's why we whispered so they could still hear you talking over us.
In the nearest future, folks, this is my first rare character exceptional series.
That we're opening right now.
Last July for my birthday.
I'm gonna do the blend now.
Last July for my birthday, folks.
Exceptional.
I did get a chance to go to a rare character tasting by a barrel group,
Which we did one of their picks on.
and I met
2 weeks ago.
I met Pablo. Actually met Pablo. Amazing guy, down to earth, very knowledgeable, kick ass, chill guy. And there were over 40 bottles open, and at least 14 of the exceptional series, at least 14 bottles there, and they were all good in their own dynamic way.
They all exceptional.
They all were exceptional. But the most exceptional bottle was a blend of bourbon and single malt.
Yeah.
Man, you want to talk about a needle in a haystack. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
I can't wait to open this 9-year, 3 months.
Yeah. Indeed. I can't wait
Weeded
to
straight
take
bourbon
part
whiskey.
in that moment. When you open it, put in some Glencairns,
Where's the knife at?
and we sit back and enjoy it. So I still have one. Zoe, you'll need to do your commercial about what you're planning. It's Sipping Sundays with Zoe coming soon.
Sipping Sundays, folks. This Sunday, let's put it at 6 o'clock. 6 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock, folks. Here we are. 5 o'clock's first episode of Sipping Sunday.
Eastern time.
Yeah, we're on the Eastern Seaboard, But yeah, chime in with your bottle. It will be interactive. Don't know what food will be on the show, but I will pair some food with a bottle this weekend. I will make a cocktail this weekend, and Matt will jump in on the live. Also, we will be on beans90s.com. Tag Shots Liquors. Look forward to seeing you join us. Chime in with your bottle, your tasting notes. Join us. It's going to be 5 p.m. sharp.
Ready.
I will be drinking Costco box wine. All right. So
Nice.
let us know about your wine, Ellie. We'll be drinking. I figure I'll do a whiskey and a gin.
Oh, okay.
Tis just season.
We always do whiskey. It's summer popping.
Well, it's
Well,
called
it's whiskey
Wednesday,
season.
You know what?
but that's a great opportunity to.
I think this first episode will be gin and rosé. The weather's breaking. Let's jump out there. Let's pair some gin and some rosé. Why not?
Well,
Maybe I won't be there this first Sunday. You never know.
Matt's a little biased, folks. I don't know. We're throwing some ideas out there.
No,
I want to say a little bit of
Everybody-
that, so you don't know what to expect.
everybody DM Zoe.
There you go.
The ticker is running right now. Sipping Sunday with Zoe. Coming soon, right? Coming literally this Saturday.
Sunday.
But Instagram.com/@beans90s. Find them at beans90s on Instagram.
It will be
That's
live.
BEANES.90S.
We will be
And
sipping
just chime in, tell them what you want to see him
Yeah.
sipping.
Listen to the
But
people.
also, you know that he bakes, he smokes, he barbecues.
Smokes food, folks.
Yeah, so yeah, let's clarify.
I
real
don't
quick.
True,
smoke.
true, true. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
please
I'm so
be.
sorry. I'm talking about
I use a
everything.
smoker. I don't smoke, folks. I just make that. Well, all
Gotta
my
stand by that.
everybody that knows me knows me.
Drop some pics and
Everybody that knows me knows
online
me.
and tag you.
I mean, I might jump on there with a cigar. You know, who knows?
Okay,
Sunday
okay.
is different, you know.
But he is
Oh,
the
okay.
consummate baker, griller, smoker. You know, he literally is a chef, artisan, and so he's going to definitely be preparing something every Sunday. He's preparing something. So what will show up on the show? And I've been attempting to like really get him to video and go live when he's producing some of his cuisine, some of the fabulous cuisine that I've had the pleasure of enjoying.
For sure.
My family has to have the pleasure of enjoying. My friends have had the pleasure of enjoying. My kids take his cupcakes and cakes and baked goods to school. All of the teachers, staff, administrators, shout out to St. Mary's of the Assumption out in Upper Marlboro and the Wheaton High School in Bladensburg. Like folks always come back saying, where in the world did this stuff come from? So
Yeah.
he's known, but he's always in the shadows, like Batman, you know. Always admired.
He catered desserts for a friend of ours' birthday party.
Yeah.
That we had, me and Ellie, friend of ours. We hit him up and he was able to provide the desserts. And I had 3 people ask me for the contact info of the person who made the desserts.
Behind the
So,
scenes, baby. Behind the
know,
scenes.
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely popping off. So you never know. And follow him on social media because you might post when you're taking orders or things like that.
Absolutely.
And so if you want to get an order in, I definitely say Instagram would probably be the best place to keep up with you and your availability.
Absolutely.
So definitely tap in
Looking forward.
and get ready.
Matter of
to
fact, I know
place
exactly
an
what
order.
hors d'oeuvre I will feature on Sunday.
Okay. You gonna keep it a secret though?
I'm gonna
Or
keep
you
it a
gonna-
secret.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
keep it a secret.
I was wondering.
So it'll be
Just
me, cocktails. Maddie's gonna join in. Ellie with the Costco box wine, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you.
For sure.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Oh, was that a story that was posted and lost with you?
Yeah, but you know what you should go to?
Yeah, was that?
Our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see you, Maddie, pulling the
Oh yeah, you saw that.
your first barrel or whatever. Yeah.
That video's not in it, but
Oysters.
there's a video you'll see me in Lost Whiskey Club.
Wow. I can't wait to open this, yo.
No, scroll down, scroll down.
It's the Pablo.
So you'll see that's our channel though. You
Where's
just
the channel?
wait.
Okay.
Right there.
Right.
Oh no, that's Nick. What the heck? There it is. That's the video.
Oh, this is the video.
So
right
that's my introduction to the team
Oh,
and our
yeah.
latest project.
here. Okay.
So
We're
this
gonna
is,
get past some commercials first, and
Look at Maddie Ice.
yeah, you can get see me in action. Stay tuned in the video. You see me in action grinding and welding in this video, but
oh yeah,
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Well, we
showing up.
gotta share this for certain. Move another.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, you got too many
okay, I
going.
got too much going
Kind of got
on.
introduced to Nick there.
Look at Maddie Ice.
Turn it up.
Look
Can you
at
hear
that
that?
whiskey and
I've been lost.
wonderful products and transferred over. Went on a little adventure out west and worked at a
Oh, no, you
distillery
hear
out
us.
there,
No,
so
wait, but I can hear.
enhanced my knowledge in the whiskey world and
Yeah,
now
we
joining the
shut up.
team here at Lost and pumped to be a part of the team.
Yeah, man. So we're happy to have you. Matt's got a lot of experience doing kind of jack of all trades, welding, a little bit of building, a lot of distilling, and he's already been selling the product for us. We figured let's bring him in house and kind of make this thing official. Anyway, what we're going to do today is we're actually going to be building an offset smoker out of a wooden barrel. Why? Because we think it'll be awesome, and I've never seen anyone do it before. So we've got all of our modular system here. We're going to make it so that we can unbolt the metal parts if we ever need to swap out the barrel. We have no idea if this is going to work. We don't know if it'll go up in flames or get roached out with rancid fat in there. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, let's come along the journey, and we'll document this thing as we build it, and we'll actually cook something on at the end. And yeah, all right, we'll see you then. Here we're just prepping our flanges for welding. Just showing you kind of how that goes, and we're also securing the barrel. What you want to do here is screw each barrel hoop into each stave. Once this thing gets fired up, the wood's going to want to dry out and move, and the barrel will probably fall apart. So this just makes sure that everything is good and secure. Here we're fitting up our 6-inch elbow from the firebox that will attach to the wooden barrel. We're hoping this gives it enough room to lower the temperature enough not to set the barrel on fire. I think it's going to work out well.
That's the beater hat.
This firebox was originally designed for another smoker.
You really look like
We're
you know
actually
what you're
gonna
doing.
repurpose it for this
It's almost
smoker.
like I
We're
do,
gonna
right?
infill
Dang,
the
ain't that
junction
crazy?
between
I
the
swear.
firebox
Ain't that
and
crazy?
the other smokers. So we're going to fill in that piece and tack everything up. See there, we've tacked up the transition for the smokestack. We put
Why to
a
get a
disher
barrel?
on
You
it,
gonna craft
and
me one?
3-inch metal pipe.
For a price,
Yep,
it
it's
was
all coming together.
not.
So you got the metal saw to cut this metal part too, going down?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I want to make a barrel
Yeah.
whiskey
You
joint.
cut that in like literally 3 seconds.
Here I'm just
Yeah.
showing you the inside of the barrel.
Just the inside.
This one was a number 3
I
char,
need you to
so
do that
it's got
So I can put a
a
show.
little bit of alligator on the skin, as we call it, when the char is starting to flake off. This actually held bourbon for about 6 years in this particular barrel. It's pretty cool and should make for a great smoker.
That's so dope.
I
Brought the
forgot where we
overalls all the way
left
from
off
that
the
is
other
so,
day. We're about 2
that is
days
so
later. We've mocked up this offset smoker made out of one of our bourbon barrels.
This
We totally get why people don't do this. We just think, well, it's funny, and we just wanted to see if it could happen. So the way we've designed this is have the firebox way offset from the barrel for obvious reasons. We're hoping that there's enough, a degradation of temperature before it sets this end on fire. On the inside, we actually have a metal plate that sandwiches so that all that weight isn't being carried. Obviously, it comes through. We haven't put the hinges on yet. This is just a mock-up trial run. Eris, you want to come in here? You can see the plates in there and how we bolted it through. This should never get over, 250, 300 degrees. So I think we're going to be okay. And if it goes up in flames, oh well. We're outside. It's pouring down rain.
and we got more barrels. so-
Fairly safe. Yeah. And the whole idea is this is all modular so that we can actually, the barrel rots out or something happens to it. You just unbolt it, throw out the barrel, put a new one up there, cut the 2 holes in it, and you're good to go. As you can see, it's already drawing pretty well. We just started a little fire in here. Let's check out the firebox.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. Where was the fire?
So yeah, one of the
called
things we
the
wanted to do
firebox.
was we wanted to see if Matt could weld. Claimed to be a welder. Sure as shit. He's a pretty good welder. So it was actually great. I didn't have to do a single bit of welding on this thing, and
like smoke.
that looks great. Shout out to
We
my
did
son. This is the box
2
that
racks
he
of pork
used. I'll
ribs
show
and
you
we did
guys some
beef
of that
ribs on
footage.
it. You'll
We
see
taught him
later
to
in the
weld
video
by
the
making
beef
this
ribs.
box. So it's kind of a extended family
Yeah, there you go.
collaboration. So good job, Matt. My design, your execution.
All the heat's in the
And,
metal. All the
man,
heat
we're gonna-
is pushed
We're gonna
through
finish it up.
metal.
Obviously, got to put a door on the front of it, put some hinges on their handles and whatnot. A grate inside. We're gonna cook a brisket on this thing, and we're gonna sit down and eat it. And you guys are gonna get to see it.
We're the first we know of to have ever done
see you
something
on the
like
next one.
this.
This is some of the footage of my son welding up the firebox. Man, it was
weeks, 3
really cool
weeks
watching
ago.
him kind of get under the helmet and really work with his hands. He's really proud of his work on this. Stuck with it when things didn't work out. He went ahead and ground it and redid it and made sure it was top quality work. So really proud of the boy on this one. All right, now back to the show.
He's aged a little bit, but it is a funky whiskey, bro.
As you see, it's real out here in the field in the whiskey game. That's out at Lost, like making things happen,
Temperature gauge.
really living this life.
I'm Noel Honig, and I'm a
Bourbon.
director and a designer. If I'm working with type in
whoa,
Photoshop,
whoa,
the properties
Barrel
panel
style Whiskey Barrel style smokers.
We'll need all that.
Oh,
Let's
here's him
get-
branding it though. It's
Oh,
kind of cool.
he's branding it.
I ain't gonna lie,
Nice.
it is actually kind of cool.
Oh,
Did you
Look
put your
at that.
Did you put your signature on it? It's the first ever.
And don't worry, you zoom in and see it.
is that the same brand that he
Oh,
uses?
this exact. The one I have on my head is the brand
Yeah,
that they put on that
yeah.
barrel. You'll see.
Oh wow, that's beyond dope.
Yeah, I'm warm
Yeah.
over here now.
That's
Yeah.
beyond.
Nice.
You gotta patent it. You know how many whiskey aficionados would love to have a
Oh, we cooked
All right,
biscuits
club
on it too. We
members,
smoked biscuits.
We're
Oh, it's
back
a smoked
with our
biscuit.
That's
set.
what. So
Come
hey,
on, I need
well,
a smoked
okay.
biscuit.
Pull up
I think
YouTube
we've
for
got
me. Let me
4
help
days
you
into
with
this thing,
this.
so
Well, me
we're
never
probably,
did.
Oh, okay, that's what we're about to get
great
to. In
experience.
this,
Full bin of a
We
drink.
This.
actually think this thing would
This
work.
bit?
So,
It actually cooks,
I'm gonna talk over a little here.
steps
He's just
really
kind of
well.
going over what you're
there we go.
seeing.
The same video?
Yeah.
She
So,
grows really
Wait,
nice.
Graham,
so
wow.
right
Takes a little
here.
bit to get her going.
Y'all got
obviously.
some.
So this is a
I'll
common
hold this
way
one while I open
to
it.
find the hot spots or how
And
even
the
your
whole purpose of
smoker
this is kinda
cooks
figure out the
by
hot
using
spots.
toast, biscuits, or something, and you
And eat
cover the
biscuits, quite
entire
frankly. This
cooking
is good.
area, and you can base off how quick they cook or burn. You can figure out where your hot spots are and where's the most consistent cook surface in your smoker is. So that's what we're doing right here because we built this with the intention of actually cooking meat. So you cover the whole cook area with biscuits, and yeah, let them roll, and then
Alright,
you eat them
so-
when you're done, obviously. But
Oh, of course
We'll
you
give
eat
this
them when you're
I'm just
done.
saying,
Absolutely.
We'll give this like 15 minutes and we'll check back on it, and we're just going to look for which ones are brown
Wowzers.
more, which ones are raw, yada, yada, yada.
So,
We
folks,
tell us
of
what the hot
course,
spots are.
as
We literally
was
just built this thing.
mentioned,
We finished it up this morning, got all
or
the trim
Taste
on it,
Lost
and,
Whiskey Club this
we'll see how she
Saturday.
cooks.
Buy your
Check
tickets.
back
Go to
in 15 minutes.
barrettsroad.com. Buy your tickets for the
All right, welcome back.
The
Sorry,
Galactic
we're
Derby
going to try to get a
Sober.
close-up
Starting at
shot
5
here, and I don't feel like
o'clock.
readjusting the
Indeed,
camera.
but
So we've
watching
been
the
sitting here
Derby
about,
and drinking
12, 13
good
minutes, something like
whiskey.
that. We're going to check on these biscuits.
I might should just
see,
pull out
Kinda
a bottle
see
of
where
whiskey for
we're
you
at.
to give to
So
those who-
obviously this is a smaller
No,
cooker.
yeah,
It's only
smoked
a
biscuits.
53
Smoke
gallon
biscuits then.
whiskey
smoked
barrel.
biscuits
You can
right
give them
there.
some smoked
Kinda
biscuits.
figured
No,
this
ain't
one
no.
right here.
Don't come and ask for smoked.
Pretty well
Yeah.
blasted.
So you'll
That's to be
notice
expected.
the firebox is where your
but-
fire is, and it's the one
2/3 of this
closest
all the way
to
to
it
that.
and
They're
directly in
actually
line with it.
Oh, for sure.
all
So
about
it's got
even.
the
Of course,
highest,
these
you
ones here are
know,
getting a little
amount of
bit.
heat affecting it, but it shows really well in the
Turn
video.
that one up.
These last 3 rows,
But you
when
get
Nick
the idea.
steps away, how even
That's
the
about what we
color is
expected.
amongst those 3
Again, being a
rows.
smaller
Wow.
smoker, but this
Obviously,
is
with that
actually
one getting a
pretty
little
even
dark, y'all can't
from this
see,
point
but they know what
over.
I'm saying.
We're going to let
Yeah,
these
they
roll
know.
about
But
another.
you, so you can see
We're not
the
gonna
This is
let that
level
awesome,
of
yo.
consistency.
I gotta get
So
me
that
that.
is coming from a
So,
competition
we're going to flip a couple of these
barbecue
around.
pitmaster
And,
and
Yeah, he
Nick.
is. Right.
And it's a great
See how I
tip
get?
for
Give him
anyone
another
at
5
home
minutes.
if you want to get into
Well, Matt-
smoking and you just bought a new smoker. That if you don't
All
want
right,
to,
we're back.
biscuits are a
We
little
put these
like biscuits are
biscuits
cheap,
on
but
at
it's more
240.
expensive. You
It's
can't just
now
do this
3
with
o'clock,
slices of
around 20
bread.
minutes.
If
This
but it's not as
temperature
fun to
gauge
eat
has been hovering
afterwards.
right around
Slice of toast and
two-
biscuits. But
45
Also,
to
Nick still a
250,
biscuit
maybe
too. He
all the
trying
way
to
up
do
to
a real.
260.
oh yeah, we already no
Listen,
yeah.
we
He
didn't
took
really
that
think this
biscuit
should
out
be
on a-
kinda
on a
work,
real-
Well,
but
it was
it's
done,
actually
man. It was
a pretty
Yeah,
good
yeah,
little
yeah.
cooker.
That's he
sure.
started to say
Holding
we're gonna. Yeah, I think he said like
fairly
we're gonna
decent
leave it on and
temperatures. I
just
thought this
let
would have
whatever
huge
happens
temperature
happens. He's
spikes,
like, no, we
which it
want to eat
hasn't.
these. We'll pull it right now and eat
It's
it.
been
For
able
sure.
to hold
Um,
fairly consistently between
and
225
so-
to
Are on the bottom.
275.
Go ahead.
And then
I know
at
that's
the
a
end
50
you see
degree
some
swing,
beef
But
ribs.
on a little pit like this,
Really?
it's actually
Some
not
dino
that
ribs.
terrible.
Yeah.
And quite
No,
frankly,
so
haven't
not
been
fully. They were cut
even drinking
down,
whiskey,
like
doing other work.
same concept, just not
So
full.
we haven't been
length.
monitoring
Right,
fires
just-
that consistently.
yeah.
So we're actually really impressed with it. So again, we knew
All
this
right,
little
folks.
spot
Oh, here you
right
go.
would be
We're just
really
gonna
hot, and these
flip
are
to the end
are
and
getting a
show
little
these
toasty,
ribs,
but
and then we'll get
they're
on.
not like completely burned to hell. And the rest of them actually are pretty even.
Oh, short ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you say short ribs?
Because short ribs
Wow.
implies beef, or I mean implies pork. These
No,
are
it
beef.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Everybody that says short rib thinks beef, especially when you're pouring more
Look at
whiskey.
that. Look at that.
Good God!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why
So
you showed us the
juicy.
video, but we ain't getting none of that.
Because those things didn't make it past that cutting board.
I
That's
believe.
why.
You got the butcher paper out there.
Yeah, a professional and a dull knife.
Is that on purpose a dull knife?
No, that was.
Jeez.
He literally wasn't fully prepared to
How long
actually
did you
be
cook
doing
those?
this. He did it's like 5 hours,
On what? 275.
250 to 275. He says right here that they probably could have used another 30 minutes. But I mean, they were.
Might be a
He
little
says
longer,
that me and Eris, the two guys
For
eating them,
cash
had
cost.
0 complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, I got 0 complaints
After
visually.
All
days
right, club
and they're
members, that was a
smelling.
really
Yeah,
fun build.
yeah,
But that's a wrap for this
that's,
one. We had a great time. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and
That was dope,
subscribe.
yo.
We'll bring you a bunch of new videos. Let us know what we should cook on this thing next.
Shout out
and
to
we'll
Lost
do it.
Whiskey.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
First ever.
All right.
Whiskey barrel smoker.
welding.
Come on, Matt. Always.
That
in
should be your new
the
Instagram,
house.
Look at that. No, I got it.
Okay.
No.
well,
Okay.
That is amazing. I love it.
So
I love it. I love
come
it.
by Saturday, Galactic
Get the
Derby,
Derby.
507 8th Street
5 p.m.
Yeah, get your
Um,
tickets
at
at
5 o'clock.
www.barracksroadmainstreet.com. No, I'm so sorry. Just barracksroad.org. So get your tickets at barracksroad.org for the Galactic Derby, right?
While Bernie poured another dram, by the way.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Yes, I
you
certainly did. For sure. And I tried to sneak it in, but wow. Yes, indeed. Definitely balls that one, right?
Okay.
So bearshow.org. Scroll down and check out Galactic Derby. If it's still up here, maybe I will attempt to show that to you. But get your tickets, folks. We're going to be drinking on the 2 famous expressions of Lost Whiskey Club, as well as some highly sought after B-Tech productions, which include the famous Blanton's bourbon, the Colonel E.H. Taylor bottle in bond 100 proof bourbon, as well as the Eagle Rare 10-year bourbon. And just to make you, or to convince you that it's not a game, folks, it is not a game at all.
Oh, here
So
we go.
where is this?
I cannot wait to open this
Pizza where?
exceptional series next week, Matty Ice.
Handle it. So
Got
okay.
them.
Yeah,
Got
I
them
know, but
locked
that
and loaded.
that wax will fuck.
Got it locked and loaded for you, folks. Leave that up there. That's okay. Finish taking that off.
Yeah, get that.
Indeed. Folks, so come through. Let's drink some of these classic B-Techs. And enjoy the Derby. Let's feel like we're in Kentucky, right here in Southeast Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C. Let's kind of get the spirit of Kentucky going. It'll be a good time. Tickets are still on sale. There'll be plenty of food. There'll be, of course, these amazing whiskeys
Oh,
that along with, and
Grab
yeah,
2 Lost
grab those
Whiskeys.
2
Grab-
pint-sized bottles. Grab the little bottles that's signed.
yeah.
Yeah, get
But
those
one of them red,
signature
yeah.
bottles.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Sip
Put
one
one-
to each side. So, folks, it's all about Lost Whiskey Club and B-Tech. It's going to be a good time. Grab your tickets. Sample all 5 of these fantastic Kentucky bourbon whiskeys and the single barrel whiskeys bottled right here in Fairfax, Virginia, folks, with the Lost Whiskey Club. It's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And yeah, I think that's most all that we have to communicate to you, with the exception of we're going to end the show with this right here. Folks, go to chatsdc.com, countdown, where you can find that there is a countdown on the whiskeys right now. There's a countdown on the wine right now, folks. It's a good time to save money on some amazing products. Queued up is the Penelope Rio. Penelope Rio. It is $30 off this week. So instead of paying $149.99, pay $119.99. Folks, we have limited bottles of it. Maybe about three to five bottles of it. Three bottles left of it. So you come grab it. Well, no, don't come grab it. Grab it online only on the countdown. You will not come into the store and find it at this price point. So you have to buy it online to save, folks. It is a countdown club, and it's free right now to be a member of this countdown club. Eventually, this will be a paid membership offering, but for right now, enjoy it while it's free. Because as you see, the price point is going down to amazing depths. And so definitely keep your eye on this page. And before it's a paid kind of membership, go ahead and be involved, be active. You'll see Penelope Wheated straight bourbon whiskey, $4 off its regular price point. Now, it was selling just fine at $39.99, and there is no more in inventory right now at the distribution company of that product. So these are some of the last bottles that we will have access to, at least for a while now.
Yep.
That is $4 off. That's the $1 countdown list menu item. It's for those.
I might get that Manhattan bottle. I might get that. I've always been wanting to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
I might wait a few more weeks for this countdown.
Indeed. Check out GO3 vodka. That's regularly $30. It's $26 right now. And the good old Rocktown vodka
from
Little Rock, Arkansas. What you know about that? That being from
First distillery I ever toured.
Indeed.
Rocktown Distillery in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Wow. Regularly $14.99. It is literally $10.99 right now, folks.
Your first distillery you
micro
was a distillery.
Rocktown, Arkansas. $10.99, folks.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and grab it. Get ready for your parties or events.
Let's go.
And yes, indeed.
Go Caps.
Go Caps.
Gotta say go Caps, baby.
Go Nats.
Go. Oh, we're on fire. Nats have been on fire.
Go Nats.
For sure.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss
Well,
y'all for
folks,
7 days.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a fantastic time, folks.
I'll see one of y'all Sunday.
Gosh, we are going to see you in 7 days. Don't forget as well just to go to barracksrow.org. Go to barracksrow.org and take a look at the Galactic Derby. Come join us this Saturday. Matt's going to be in the house. Alonzo has some other plans, but he might show up. Tim's going to be in the house, I'm pretty sure.
I might show up and show out.
I'm going to be in the house.
Ellie might make an appearance.
Ellie will be there.
With her box wine.
Indeed.
Don't check her
I'm
back.
serving up some B-Tech stuff, folks. So Brent, I know Brent's going to be in the house.
Oh, Brent.
I ran into Susan on my walk over here.
Susan will be in the house.
She is planning to. I'm hoping she'll be there as well.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Yep. Ran into her on the sidewalk, walking here.
Well, buy your tickets, folks. It's going to be an amazing time. Join us as we partake in the viewing of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Ragged Branch War.
For sure.
Come on by. The Derby's at like 6:30.
The Derby literally is at about 6:30 or so, but the doors open at 5 p.m. So come on down for the 151st
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby. Only 2 minutes, folks. But we're going to have some fun before. We'll have a little bit of fun after. But the Derby's only 2 minutes. So be in the house and celebrate that with
the Derby's
us
only
drinking
what?
some
2 minutes.
amazing
What?
whiskey.
The race itself. You never watched the Derby?
So there's only one race?
Yeah. The Kentucky Derby is
One race. I did not know that.
It's an all-day event.
It's an all-day event, but
It's
one
2
race.
days actually. It's 2 days for one race. The race itself
You
is
gotta
only
be-
around 90-ish seconds.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
No, have you never watched it?
Go to
I thought it was like- I thought-
bearsrow.org
What?
to grab your tickets for
I can't believe you've never watched the Derby.
Galactic Derby.
I thought it was like multiple races.
All right,
and there's a
y'all.
championship.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
But we're gonna sign out,
Cheers.
man.
Hey,
to that.
I will see you on Saturday at 5 p.m.
See you there, 507 8th
And
Street.
on what day, Alonzo?
Saturday.
Is it Saturday? Or
He's
Sunday?
saying Saturday at Galactic Derby.
Oh, a Galactic Derby.
Or
And
Sunday,
Sunday. At
via
5 p.m.
Instagram at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Indeed.
Right, yeah. I
All
was
right.
talking about the Derby. Folks,
Cheers.
we're out. Cheers.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Don't pour no more, man.
Don't break my cup.
Triple Crown.